Welcome to Jagma Talks. Namaste. Please share, subscribe, and like. In any organization, delegation of authority is very important. When an organization is very small, a proprietor can manage everything. But when the organization is growing day by day, if the proprietor puts his whole strength in each and every work of the organization, it may be so at one point of time he may be out of control. And as a result, the effectiveness of the proprietor may be questionable or under danger. When we want to reach a goal, we have to manage different people, different activities, different processes, different units, different subunits, etc. and etc. So, at a particular point, we have to segregate the work which we should do, which others should do. Same is the case in our real life also. So, in any organization, what is delegation of authority? Why it is done? What are the reasons of non-delegation of authority? And what are the signs of ineffective delegation of authority? And what should be the delegation of authority like? Let us discuss one by one of delegation of authority. Delegation of authority is a mechanism by which a manager segregates his activities into those which he himself should do and those which he can pass on to his subordinates. Delegation of authority permits to concentrate on those key activities which really need their attention, such as decisions making, planning, organizing, direction, and control. Delegation multiplies the effectiveness. So now we are very clear what is delegation of authority and why it is done. Now let us see why delegation of authority is not done in any organization, or we can say reasons for non-delegation of authority. Why non-delegation of authority is not done? The problem is segregating problem, which I should do, which subordinate should do. Another problem, fear of subordinates. The manager thinks one day the subordinate will occupy my place. Another reason is overconfidence. Manager feels that I can do everything. That is called overconfidence. Another problem, guiding, training, motivating problem. When a manager cannot guide to his subordinate, train to his subordinate, cannot motivate to his subordinate, then also delegation doesn't take place. Delegation of authority means loss of authority. When manager feels, if I give part of my work to my subordinates, it is simply a loss of authority. Another reason why delegation of authority is not done, more control if done personally. When manager feels, if everything is done by me, I will have a more control on the task. In this case also delegation doesn't take place. Another reason why delegation of authority is not done? No proper organizational system. There is no system. There is no proper organizational system. So these are all the reasons for non-delegation of authority. If delegation of authority is done but it is ineffective, means we can say signs of ineffective delegation of authority. When manager do not have really delegated authority but feel they have, this is sign of ineffective delegation. When manager do have delegated authority, believe they don't have, this is also one sign of ineffective delegation of authority. When too much or too little authority with the manager. If authority is delegated without considering the ability of the subordinate, it is one of the reasons for ineffective delegation of authority. When superior manager persistently interferes, a manager has given a piece of work to his subordinate. Let him do the work first. Give him some reasonable time to complete the work. But the manager every second, every 5 minutes, every hourly he asks, is it done? Is it done? Work is over. Any problem? So this type of interference persistently, regularly, without giving a reasonable opportunity for the subordinate to close the work, it is also a sign of ineffective delegation of authority. Another problem is what? Improper mechanism of authority. This whatever authority is there, that is improper mechanism. You are given high authority where it is not required. You are given low authority where it is high authority is required. Then another sign of ineffective delegation of authority is when authority is delegated in an ad hoc manner. Same thing. You are giving little authority to the subordinates. So in this case also the subordinate cannot do the work. When authority cannot be withdrawn. There are certain cases when a manager gives some authority to the subordinate, but he cannot take it back from the subordinates. Then also it is called sign of ineffective delegation of authority. Another problem, when superior manager takes seriously for silly matters. There are many managers in the organization. They shout and they take it very seriously for a silly matter or silly mistake of the subordinates. So in this case also, although delegation of authority is there in the organization, but it is not good for the organization. So how to get rid of all these problems of delegation of authority? So we must follow from some guidelines for effective delegation of authority. What are those? Number one, match between aptitude and ability. Delegator should know which he should do and his subordinate. And clear definition and assignment of the task must be there. Subordinate should know the relation of his work with his colleagues. Content of authority delegated to the subordinate should be clearly defined. And another thing, gradual delegation of authority. After delegation of authority, freedom to the subordinates. Manager should have necessary skill to delegation of authority. Open lines of communication. Delegation does not mean giving up of authority. So, if these guidelines are followed, then the delegation of authority will be effective in the organization and we can reach the goal of the organization. Thank you.